What makes a Virgo happy? Being perfect, of course. Okay, all jokes aside, I don't think it's necessarily being perfect. I think it's being accurate. I think being accurate makes Virgos really, really, really happy. And hear me out. Accurate in terms of assessing a person, accurate in terms of giving a person advice and that person taking that advice and it working for them, accurate in terms of following the recipe down to a T and everyone loves the dish, accurate to the point of they go through their test and all the answers are correct at the end of the day. Like, Virgos love being accurate, period. And Virgos also enjoy the simple things in life as well, like enjoying a coffee. But I will say that Virgos also love being practical and making good use of their time, kind of like Capricorn. Virgos like being productive. Virgos like not necessarily lounging around. Sometimes, definitely, yes, a Virgo enjoys lounging around, but Virgo likes being productive. A Virgo likes knowing that they're making a difference in the world or a difference in their life or the lives of their loved ones. A Virgo likes knowing that they can help a loved one out, whether it's giving a friend a place to stay, helping their parents out or their family out with some money. Like, a Virgo enjoys providing for people that they love in terms of their resources, not just money but also their time, their knowledge, their energy, their Virgos like being of use, and it's the Virgo way, of course. Virgos are known to be, they like to be of use, they like to be of service. That's the Virgo energy, and that actually makes them very happy. They like even being a listening ear. A Virgo just likes knowing that they've done something to hopefully make a difference in someone's life, or they've done something to maybe change someone's life around, even if just for a moment. It's the simple things. Most Virgos do enjoy nature. Virgos, nature really makes a Virgo happy. Being in nature, being amongst the trees, being amongst the greenery, being amongst a field of corn, anything natural, anything organic a Virgo loves. It makes a Virgo happy to know that they're giving back to earth in a way. They're not polluting the earth with harmful materials. They're not supporting earth with harmful materials. Virgos are very green people at the heart of them. A lot of Virgos you might find are actually, or not just Virgo Sun, by the way, Virgo Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Uranus, Pluto, Saturn, 1st through 12th house, North Node, Chiron. You know how I do in these videos. Virgo energy is known to be very green. They can tend to be vegan people, organic people, people that only like organic, only like vegan, don't eat fast food. Like, they're very holistic people. They like respecting their body, their temple. That makes them happy. This natural light is a photo moment right now. Yes, with the plants right here too. My lavender. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, it smells so good. We need some sun though. I can't wait until my next house or apartment I actually have a balcony. Nature. I'm a Virgo rising, by the way, so I love nature. Virgos really appreciate family and traditions within family, passed down traditions, passed down recipes, passed down rituals, passed down heirlooms, things that have meaning to them. A Virgo really, really appreciates, because it has detail to it. The detail to it is even more meaningful. Only a Virgo would understand. Speaking of meaningful and detailed, Virgos really, really appreciate detailed and meaningful gifts. So, they're not really flashy people necessarily. They do like to flash here and then. But for the most part, they're not really flashy people. They're really low-key people. Being low-key makes a Virgo happy, especially if they're in a high-key, environment most of the time. Like, if they have, like, a very chaotic job, like maybe being an entertainer or something like that, like, can be very, like, stressful for a Virgo. So most of the time in their real life, in that instance, they would like to be very low-key, right? And, Virgos appreciate a low-key vibe. They appreciate a low-key existence a lot of the times. Of course, an existence with quality. All right, let's keep it real. Virgos can be a little bit bougie, or a lot bougie, depending on what type of Virgo you're dealing with. But Virgos are just very quality people. Virgos appreciate people that can appreciate their low-key, laid-back nature. Virgos there when you need them. They're not always the ones to reach out to you all the time. They're really much people that kind of keep to themselves. They're really reserved for the most part. And when they need you, they'll reach out to you, and a Virgo can be the type of person that may, hang out with you for 1 week and then you don't hear from them for, another week, and then suddenly they're there again. You have to appreciate a Virgo for, who they are and how they show up. Learning makes a Virgo so happy. Virgos love reading. They love doing research. They love learning new things, whether it's through, through reading, through being taught, or through experience. Virgo just loves to learn, period. They're ruled by Mercury. Mercury rules communication, intellect, the mind. Speaking of which, having a very clean and wholesome, and controlled image makes a Virgo very happy. All right. Virgo's like kind of, Virgo is like the pentacle of being like a freak in the sheets but a lady in the streets, or a freak in the bed, but I forgot how it goes, but you know what I'm saying. Like, they can have two sides to them, and that's kind of interesting because they're polar, well, not the polar opposite, but their Mercury brethren and sister is Gemini, who can be known to have two sides to them, literally, right? But Virgos can have two sides to them. It's the side of them that's the good, wholesome, public image, usually for their career, their job, their money, but then they have the other side of them that likes to have fun, that could be really, down, and just a blast. And it's like, really, Virgo, I didn't even know you have this side to you. Okay, I wish we could see this side more often and hang out with this side more often. But truthfully, I will say that, letting their hair down does make a Virgo happy. Being able to let loose, being able to not be so wound up all the time, and, be such a stick in the mud, it definitely makes a Virgo happy. Not saying that they're always sticks in the mud, but they can just be so controlled and in their head and kind of like robots sometimes, just on autopilot. And I get it. I'm a Virgo rising. It's just how we are. But when we are able to let our hair down, honey, and have fun and not have to be so inhibited, or like worried about like being judged, or, oh my gosh, am I going to lose my job if I say this or do this, or if I... No, I can say, do, dress however I want, and no one's going to judge me. That's a happy Virgo. Good conversation makes a Virgo happy. Conversation with not a lot of awkward pauses, and if there are, it's not awkward. It's typically a conversation that flows. It's a conversation where they don't feel awkward. They don't feel like they have to, oh my gosh, what's the next thing we should talk about? Like, a conversation where a Virgo never has to really get in their head or be in their head too much is a conversation that is like so pleasant for a Virgo, because it's like an outer body experience. So many times a Virgo has to like find ways to relate to people, and it's just like, when you don't have to, figure out a way to relate to this person or figure out a topic to talk about to relate to this person, it's just like, oh my gosh, this is a happy moment for me. Because Virgos are really, really intellectual people. Like, if I would say anything, like, how they say dyslexics, like, are, like, geniuses, but, like, or, like, OCD people, like, people like that who have, like, some kind of, like, situation going on, tend to be like geniuses in a lot of ways, tend to be like really intelligent. That's like a Virgo to me. Like, a Virgo is very like OCD, oh my gosh, you missed a spot, oh my gosh, blah blah blah. But at the same time, they're like geniuses. Like, they could run the company, they could be the CEO, they could be the CFO, the COO, the CBO, the CA. Like, a Virgo is just like, they can do everything at once. And it's just like, that makes them happy, interestingly enough. But they're not happy when their butts have to sit down because they're exhausted from overexerting themselves. That definitely doesn't make them happy. But being of use and being productive, once again, makes a Virgo happy. So these are some things I think that make a Virgo happy. What do you think are some other things that makes a Virgo happy? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, share with your friends and family. I am an astrologer as well as a psychic tarot reader, so I can read your tarot cards. Alright, these are oracle cards, but I do still have tarot cards near me as well. I can read your tarot cards, but I can also read your birth chart or natal chart as well. So check out my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. Purchase your reading directly from my website. After you purchase your reading, I'll send you a confirmation email within 24 hours, and within 1 to 3 days or sooner, we'll get your reading done ASAP. Alright, thank you for listening and watching. Subscribe. Hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you get a notification whenever I go live. Make sure that you also check out my social media pages. My Instagram is at Lamarr Townsend. My Facebook is Lamarr Townsend Tarot. The links to those are in the description box below. Check out my ebook available on Amazon for download titled Zodiac Signs, Sex Language, written and published by me. And I talk about the zodiac signs and how they express their sexual side and that type of energy. So you definitely check that out. Make sure you also check out my singles on iTunes, Unblock Me and Forbidden Fruit, also available on Amazon, Tidal, YouTube Music, Spotify, Apple Music, and more. I love you guys. Have a great day, night, morning, whenever you're watching this video. Love and light. God bless and no stress.